Wave walking stick overhead to appear taller. Grandpa always said the forest respects size. When confronted by a wild animal, especially predators like mountain lions, raising your arms or waving a walking stick overhead makes you look larger and more threatening. The key is to stay firm, hold your ground, and never turn your back. Sudden retreat can trigger a chase instinct. Keep your voice steady, make eye contact, and appear confident. Avoid crouching or bending, as it makes you look smaller. If you're with others, stand close together to appear like a dominant figure. Practice waving calmly before hiking to make it feel second nature. Flap hat wide to shoot curious coyotes. Did you know that coyotes are highly adaptable and often test boundaries before retreating? Flapping a wide-brimmed hat can create the sudden motion and sound needed to spook them. These animals are typically timid, but may linger if they sense hesitation or food. Raise your voice, wave your arms, and use your hat to appear larger and more erratic. Coyotes are especially active at dawn and dusk, so remain alert during those times. Never run. This may encourage pursuit. Tossing small rocks or clapping loudly are other ways to reinforce your presence and establish distance. Drop backpack when bear charges. Retreat slowly. If a bear charges, it's often a bluff, but don't bet your life on it. Stand tall, avoid eye contact, and back away slowly without turning your back. If the bear keeps approaching, drop your backpack in its path. This can distract or delay the bear while giving you more space to retreat. Never scream or run, as both can provoke aggression. Your scent-heavy pack becomes a point of interest, not you. Keep bear spray accessible at all times and know how to use it quickly. Avoid leaving scented items out at camp to reduce encounters altogether. Bang metal pot lids. Drive predators off. Out in the wild, Grandpa didn't just cook with pots, he defended with them. Clanging two metal pot lids together makes a sharp, unnatural sound that startles predators and disrupts their confidence. This works especially well against bears, cougars, or wolves that may be testing your response. The noise should be loud and erratic, paired with shouting and large movements. Keep your cookware easy to grab in a moment's notice, especially at dusk or dawn. You can also use a walking stick to hit pots or pans if your hands are full or movement is limited. Hide behind sturdy tree when moose charges. A moose charge is no joke. They can weigh over 1,000 pounds and sprint faster than you can run. If one lowers its head or lays ears back, it's warning you. Find a thick tree or large object to put between you and the animal immediately. Moose often lose interest once their line of sight is broken. Never try to outrun it in open space. You won't win. Stay quiet and still until it moves off. Avoid moose entirely during rutting season in the fall or calving season in spring, when they're most likely to act aggressively. Talk low, back away from elk calmly. Elk can be territorial, especially during the fall rut. If one appears agitated, head raised, nostrils flared, or hoof pawing, start talking in a calm, low voice and slowly back away. Sudden movements may trigger a chase response. Elk generally want space, not confrontation, and your calmness communicates that you're not a threat. Try to stay uphill or behind brush to appear less visible. Avoid wearing antler-shaped gear or items that may provoke confusion. If you're in a group, stay together but move slowly. Keep dogs leashed at all times to prevent provoking an elk into charging. Wrap jacket on arm against dog bites. If you can't avoid a wild or aggressive dog, wrapping your jacket around your forearm offers protection from bites. Present your padded arm forward to act as a shield and keep the rest of your body back. Dogs often target limbs, so redirecting the bite to the thickened area could prevent serious injury. Don't turn your back or run. Stay square, hold eye contact, and speak firmly. Once the dog disengages or backs off, retreat slowly. Use a stick or backpack if available for even more defense when shielding yourself. Flash pocket mirror at big cat eyes. Grandpa always carried a small mirror for emergencies, and not just for shaving. If you're ever stared down by a mountain lion or other big cat, flashing a bright reflection directly into its eyes can interrupt its focus and break its stalk. Shine in short bursts, not steady beams. The sudden glare mimics unnatural light, which wildcats instinctively avoid. Stay upright, make yourself look larger, and throw your voice to seem more intimidating. Always keep mirrors or shiny gear accessible at the top of your pack or clipped to your belt. Blast whistle thrice to scare lurking wildlife. 3 sharp blasts of a loud whistle can startle most wild animals and alert nearby hikers to your location. Whistles create high-pitched tones that travel farther through dense woods than yelling. If you spot signs of a predator, scat, tracks, or low growls, give a few quick bursts before continuing. The sound can be especially effective against bears or wolves not yet committed to confrontation. Tie the whistle to your backpack strap for easy reach, and train kids to use the same signal in emergencies. Keep it around your neck at night for fast access from your bedroll. Rub campfire ash on skin to mask scent. One old but clever trick involves using cool campfire ash to reduce your scent trail. Animals like bears and coyotes rely on their nose more than their eyes. Rubbing a thin layer of odorless ash on exposed skin and clothing helps mask food or sweat smells. Make sure the ash is completely cold to prevent burns. This is especially useful after eating strong-smelling meals like bacon or fish. You can also mix ash with a few drops of water to create a paste that's easier to spread and lasts longer through hikes or heat. Hang tin cups as clanging perimeter alarm. Creating a simple alarm system with tin cups or cans helps alert you to nocturnal visitors. String several cups together using cord or fishing line and hang them around your tent or cooking area. If an animal brushes the line, the clatter will wake you or scare it off. Choose metal cups for maximum sound and avoid placing them too low where wind might knock them. This trick is lightweight, reusable, and effective for deterring curious raccoons, coyotes, or even deer. For extra warning, tie in pebbles or spoons to increase volume. Keep dog leashed. Avoid provoking wild animals. Even the best trained camp dog can trigger a dangerous encounter if left off leash. Barking or chasing can provoke defensive reactions from bears, elk, or moose, often escalating a situation that could have been avoided. Keep your dog close and calm, especially during dawn or dusk when wildlife is most active. Avoid areas with fresh tracks or droppings and steer clear of water sources where animals may gather. A short leash works best to control both excitement and risk. Carry a backup leash in case yours snaps, and never let dogs investigate burrows or underbrush alone. Tap walking stick ground to warn snakes ahead. Did you know that snakes are more likely to flee than strike if they sense you coming? Tapping your walking stick firmly on the ground sends vibrations through the earth, alerting snakes to your approach before you get too close. Most snakes don't hear but feel movement, and this warning gives them time to slither away. Use steady, rhythmic taps in brushy or rocky areas where visibility is low. You can also combine tapping with a slow pace and scanning ahead to minimize surprises on narrow paths or near water. Toss hat near cougar to create distraction. Facing a cougar requires calm, not panic. If one is fixated on you, tossing your hat or bandana a short distance to the side can redirect its attention just long enough for you to back away safely. Cougars are curious hunters and will often pause to investigate a moving object. Never turn your back or run, as this may trigger pursuit. Maintain eye contact and keep your body square. If needed, wave arms or shout in a firm voice to reinforce your dominance. Always create distance slowly once the distraction works. Climb nearby tree if wild boar charges. Wild boars are low to the ground but fast, aggressive, and equipped with dangerous tusks. If you see one pawing, snorting, or lowering its head, your best move is to find a nearby tree and climb as high as possible. Boars can't climb, but will linger and charge repeatedly if provoked. Trees with low limbs or angled trunks are ideal for quick escape. Avoid getting cornered between rocks or brush. Stay in the tree until the animal loses interest and leaves the area. Rushing back down too soon could end in a second charge. Wedge fallen log between you and gator. When dealing with an alligator or a large reptile near water, placing a thick fallen log or branch between you and the animal creates a visual and physical barrier. Gators lunge forward in straight lines, and anything disrupting that path may stop or slow their deserted advance. Never stand directly at water's edge or near tall grasses where they may be concealed. If you see one watching, back away diagonally and keep your eyes on it. Logs can also serve as stepping stones across murky terrain, while maintaining distance from potential hiding spots. Breathe through bandana to steady nerves. Sudden encounters with wild animals can trigger shallow, rapid breathing. Placing a clean bandana over your mouth helps slow your breath and filter in cool air, allowing you to regain calm and think clearly. Controlled breathing reduces panic, sharpens focus, and keeps your body from reacting unpredictably. Fold the bandana twice and hold it snug across your nose and lips. This trick is especially useful when camping alone or after a close call. Wetting the cloth can help in dusty environments or smoky areas as well, adding a touch of filtration. Beam flashlight directly into glowing night eyes. If you catch sight of reflective eyes in the dark, shining your flashlight directly into them can interrupt the animal's visual advantage. Most nocturnal predators rely on sensitive night vision, and bright light can disorient them momentarily, buying you time to react or retreat. Move the beam steadily, not erratically, and watch for signs of movement. If the eyes stay fixed, increase your noise level to appear more threatening. Always carry a backup flashlight or headlamp with fresh batteries in your pack. A blinking light setting can also confuse or deter animals at close range. Stand on stump, broaden confident silhouette. Raising yourself off the ground instantly changes how animals perceive you. Standing on a stump or boulder adds height and makes your frame look more imposing. Spread your arms or lift gear overhead to amplify your shape. This can intimidate predators like mountain lions or wolves, discouraging them from coming closer. Speak in a deep, steady voice. Do not crouch or retreat suddenly, as it signals weakness. Use branches or jackets to exaggerate size if you don't have elevation available nearby. Link arms with group forming larger figure. When animals approach groups, unity creates the illusion of size. Link arms or stand shoulder to shoulder so you look like one massive creature instead of multiple targets. Predators hesitate when they see strong, tall, and unmoving figures. Keep your voices low but firm and stay calm. Don't scatter, which can confuse or provoke a chase. Move slowly together if retreat is needed. Matching movements and posture adds to the intimidation. Holding backpacks above your heads can enhance the visual impact. Hoist child onto shoulders during encounter. Elevating a child adds vertical size and keeps them safe from potential pursuit. If a predator appears nearby, lifting the child onto your shoulders removes temptation and boosts your overall presence. Children are more likely to panic, so speak calmly while lifting them. Keep one arm free to gesture or grab protection. Avoid sudden movement or running. This invites interest. Face the animal while slowly backing away. If no child is present, consider raising a jacket or bag instead to gain visual height quickly. Grip pocket knife firmly for last-ditch defense. When escape isn't an option, a pocket knife becomes your final defense tool. Hold it tightly in your dominant hand and guard your core. If attacked, aim for the animal's face, nose, or eyes, spots that trigger instant withdrawal. The goal isn't combat, but to create space and escape. Keep your blade sharp and easily accessible at all times. Practice opening it one-handed. Know where it is, even in darkness. It should never be buried in your bag when hiking through risky terrain. Jab shark nose or gills if grabbed. If a shark grabs hold, don't aim for teeth. Strike its nose or gills. These are highly sensitive areas that can trigger a release. Punch, jab, or strike with any object you have, snorkel, fins, or hands. Stay vertical to appear less like prey, and avoid erratic splashing. Once free, exit water calmly and steadily. Alert anyone nearby. Control bleeding immediately if bitten. Sharks often test before attacking, so assertiveness may stop escalation. Stay in groups while swimming in open water whenever possible. Curl into ball. Protect neck from grizzly. When a grizzly knocks you down, the best response is to play dead. Curl tightly into a ball with your hands clasped behind your neck and elbows shielding your face. Don't scream, flail, or try to get up. Stillness can save your life. Most charges are defensive and end quickly. Let the bear lose interest and retreat. A backpack acts as a cushion over your spine. Don't move until the bear has fully left the area. This position protects your vitals while making you less threatening. Pitch stones near cougar claim safe space. If a cougar gets too close and refuses to leave, toss small stones near, not at its feet, to break its focus and establish your boundary. The sudden movement may startle it enough to retreat. Keep eye contact, stay tall, and avoid turning your back. Speaking loudly in a steady tone can reinforce your dominance. Cougars tend to stalk silently, so always scan behind. Keep a few stones in your coat pocket when hiking high-risk trails to be ready without scrambling for them under pressure. Hold sturdy stick horizontal against wolf advance. In a standoff with a wolf, holding a solid stick or branch horizontally across your body sends a strong visual message. It exaggerates your width and creates a barrier, discouraging the animal from approaching. Stand firm, don't run, and avoid sudden gestures. If necessary, use the stick to gently push rather than swing. Wolves interpret frantic movement as weakness. Always maintain eye contact and a confident posture. Choose a walking stick that doubles as a defensive tool to keep your hands prepared during hikes. Step sideways out of elephant's charging path. When it came to elephants, Grandpa always warned that sidestepping beats running. Elephants tend to charge in straight lines, so stepping laterally gets you out of danger. Forward. Don't shout or panic. Just move quickly and calmly, sideways behind brush or terrain. Avoid standing between an elephant and its calf, and don't raise your hands. They're smart, emotional animals, but may misread movement as threat. Watch for signs like flapping ears or trunk curling. Knowing the difference between bluff and real charges can save your life on safari or backcountry routes. Bowhead, retreat quietly from upset gorilla. If a gorilla begins displaying signs of agitation, your best move is non-aggression. Slowly lower your head, avert your eyes, and begin backing away without turning your back. Loud noises or sudden gestures only escalate the situation. Gorillas are deeply territorial and may bluff charge to gauge your response. Submissive body language helps calm their reaction. Never smile or flash teeth. This can be misread as aggression. Move carefully around their space and avoid eye-catching clothing or reflective gear that may attract unnecessary attention during forest travel. Whistle a long trail to avoid surprising wildlife. Maintaining a light whistle or gentle hum while hiking lets animals know you're nearby. This reduces the chance of startling something dangerous like a bear or moose, especially on overgrown trails or blind corners. Many animals will leave quietly if they detect your approach early. Loud talking can work, but it drains energy. Whistling is quieter and more sustainable. Stay consistent, especially at dawn or dusk when animals are most active. A harmonica can also double as an alert tool, fitting neatly into your pocket or around your neck. Seal food and coffee can. Hang high. To prevent attracting animals to your campsite, store all scented items inside a clean metal coffee can with a tight lid. Suspend the can at least 10 feet above ground and 4 feet away from the trunk to keep it out of reach from curious bears or raccoons. Avoid using plastic containers, which are easier for animals to chew through. Never store food or trash in your tent. Mark the hanging location with a piece of cloth so it's easy to locate before sunrise without fumbling. Spread coat wide to look much bigger. Did you know that many predators retreat when they see something larger than expected? Spread your coat wide, arms high, to create an exaggerated silhouette. This startles animals like cougars or coyotes into reconsidering. Avoid sudden jerks. Move deliberately and maintain eye contact. If you drop your coat, stomp forward to maintain presence. Waving a bright tarp or backpack overhead works too when outerwear isn't handy in the moment. Build smoky fire around camp at night. A low, smoky fire discourages nighttime wildlife from entering camp. Animals dislike the sting of smoke in their eyes and noses. To build one, place damp moss or leaves on hot coals after flame dies down. This keeps the smoke going while reducing flame risk. Surround your pit with rocks to contain embers safely. Rotate logs occasionally to maintain steady burn. Always keep extra kindling and dry wood bundled nearby. Flash reflective tarp edge to startle beasts. Flashlight glare against a reflective tarp can confuse or startle night predators. A quick flick of light reflects unpredictably, mimicking eyes or unnatural movement. Keep reflective material visible from your shelter's edge. If something approaches, shine once. Then pause. Avoid frantic motion, which can provoke rather than deter. Aluminum survival blankets folded outward work in a pinch. Hang them low so the flash hits at eye level of prowling animals. Store matches dry inside old glass jar. Wet matches can ruin your chances of survival in damp weather. Seal them in an old glass jar with a tight lid for full protection. Add a cotton ball to absorb any residual moisture. Strike anywhere. Matches work best and last longer in storage. Tape a striker to the inside lid for easy access. Glass also keeps rodents out. Wrap the jar in cloth before packing so it doesn't break. Stand behind tree trunk when bison passes. Grandpa always taught. When a bison approaches, step behind a thick tree trunk. Don't run, don't shout. Bison usually ignore vertical shapes and pass without incident. Stay quiet and motionless. Choose a tree wider than your body for best protection. After they move on, wait. There could be stragglers. Never try to photograph or approach calves. Position yourself uphill if terrain allows to make retreating easier when needed. Spritz water bottle at aggressive stray dog. If a stray dog shows signs of aggression, a quick spritz of water to the face can disrupt its focus. Aim for the nose or eyes to create brief confusion. Use a spray bottle with a strong burst setting for better effect. Follow immediately with a firm, deep-toned voice command. Don't run. Stand your ground confidently. Carry vinegar-diluted spray when hiking near remote farms or trailhead settlements. Pole vault stream with branch to dodge boar ground. Charging boars struggle with water obstacles. Vaulting across a shallow stream using a sturdy branch creates fast distance and confusion. Always check depth before attempting. Boars often charge in a straight line and can't pivot well. Use terrain to your advantage. Steep banks or thickets can slow them. Practice vaulting with a loaded pack during downtime so it's second nature when terrain or surprise demands it in real time. Toss pack into water distracting crocodile. If a crocodile approaches while near a riverbank, toss your backpack into the water away from your location. The splash and scent offer a temporary distraction while you back away. Never turn and sprint. Crocs lunge short distances but can't sustain pursuit. Always watch the water before refilling canteens. Choose dull-colored packs to reduce attention. A detachable outer pouch can also serve as a throwaway lure in emergencies. Hush camp at dusk. Listen for movement. As dusk falls, many predators begin to stir. Quiet the campsite and take 5 minutes to just listen. Rustling, snapping, or sudden bird flight can signal something large nearby. Night-active animals rely on stealth, but alert humans can detect subtle shifts. Avoid unnecessary conversation or music after sundown. Designate one person to remain alert during meal prep. Practice identifying animal sounds during daytime to sharpen instincts in the dark. Read fresh tracks. Detour around predators early. Noticing fresh tracks can be the difference between a quiet hike and a dangerous encounter. Look for clear outlines, skate nearby, or broken vegetation. If tracks are deep, the animal may be heavy and close. Adjust your route quietly, heading uphill or into wind if possible. Don't follow out of curiosity. Learning basic track patterns, like big cats versus bears, helps inform safer choices. Snap a photo to review later and train your eye. Turn back when forest birds sound alarm. Grandpa always said to trust the birds. When forest birds go suddenly quiet or burst into panic chatter, it's often a signal that a predator is nearby. Hawks, bobcats, and bears can trigger such alarm calls. Pause, listen, and scan the area carefully. If the pattern feels unnatural, quietly change direction. Noticing silence in nature is just as valuable as hearing sound. Avoid dense brush where visibility is poor. Skip scented soaps to avoid tempting animal noses. Strong fragrances can attract curious noses from miles away. Avoid scented soaps, lotions, and deodorants when camping in predator territory. Bears, raccoons, and even coyotes associate unfamiliar smells with food. Use scent-free or biodegradable alternatives made for outdoor use. Wash downstream from camp to disperse odor. Store personal hygiene items with your food cache. Even citrus scents can send the wrong signal to scavengers or hunters nearby. Stuff pine needles in pockets. Mass sweat odor. Wild animals often track by scent, and sweat is one of the strongest signals. Stuffing crushed pine needles in your pockets helps mask body odor naturally. Their strong, resinous scent blends into forest surroundings and overrides human scent trails. Rub a few needles on your wrists and neck for added effect. Replace them every few hours as the scent fades. Cedar and spruce work similarly if pine isn't available nearby. Hangfish remains downstream far from campsite. After cleaning a catch, never leave fish remains near where you sleep. Predators follow scent trails in water and wind, so hang the scraps in a sack downstream and far away. Use rope to elevate them between trees out of reach. Don't bury remains. They'll still attract animals. Always clean fish near running water and wash tools thoroughly. Keep your food scent localized, controlled, and outside your sleeping zone.